Imagine you're at a party. Everyone around you is laughing, talking, having a great time. And you're standing there, drink in hand, completely lost in your own head. Not because you're bored, but because your brain won't stop. It's already three conversations ahead, analyzing what everyone just said, questioning the subtext, noticing things nobody else noticed. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet voice whispers, "Why does this always feel so exhausting?" Now, here's what most people think. Being extremely intelligent must be the ultimate advantage, a superpower, a cheat code for life. And in some ways, sure. But psychology tells a very different story, one that's uncomfortable, fascinating, and honestly, a little heartbreaking. The same brain that gives you extraordinary insight can make ordinary life feel almost unbearable. Here's something researchers call the hyperconnectivity paradox. People with extremely high IQs don't just think more, they think differently. Their brains form connections between ideas at a rate that's almost restless. Where most people see a simple problem, a high IQ mind sees 17 layers, 12 possible outcomes, and 4 reasons why the obvious solution might backfire. Sounds impressive, right? Now imagine living like that every single day. Every single day. There's a concept in psychology called existential depression, and it disproportionately affects gifted individuals. It's not the kind of sadness that comes from losing something. It's the kind that comes from thinking too deeply about things most people never think about at all. The meaning of life, the inevitability of loss, the gap between what the world could be and what it actually is. Philosopher Albert Camus wrestled with this his whole life. So did Tesla. So did countless brilliant minds who felt, as one researcher put it, too awake in a world that's still asleep. And then there's the social side, which is where it gets really interesting. Studies on highly gifted individuals consistently show something surprising. The smarter someone is, the harder they often find it to maintain close, meaningful relationships. Not because they don't want connection, they desperately do. But because when your reference points, your humor, your interests, your way of processing the world operate on a completely different frequency, genuine connection starts to feel rare, precious, sometimes impossible. You might be the most interesting person in the room and still feel like the loneliest. Here's a metaphor that might resonate. Imagine you can hear a piece of music in full orchestral richness, every instrument, every layer, every harmonic nuance. And the people around you, they're hearing a simple melody. You're not better than them, you're just hearing something different. And there's no easy way to share what you're experiencing. That gap, that invisible gap, is something high IQ individuals navigate quietly every single day. But here's what I want you to hold on to. That restless mind, the one that never shuts off, the one that sees too much, feels too much, questions everything. It's not a malfunction. It's not a flaw in the design. It is the design. The same sensitivity that makes life feel overwhelming is the exact same sensitivity that allows for extraordinary creativity, deep empathy, and the kind of thinking that actually changes things. Psychology researcher Elaine Aron spent decades studying what she called high sensitivity, and she found that the people who felt the most, struggled the most, and questioned the most were often the ones who contributed the most, not in spite of their intensity, because of it. The curse and the gift are the same thing, just depending on how you hold it. So if any of this felt familiar, if you've ever felt too much, thought too fast, or wondered why the world doesn't quite fit the way it does for everyone else, maybe this is your reminder that what feels like a burden is also what makes you remarkable. You don't need to fix the way your mind works. You just need people who understand it. And hey, maybe start by understanding it yourself. If this made you think, drop a comment below. Tell me, do you think high intelligence is more of a gift or a curse? I'd genuinely love to know. And if you want more of this kind of deep, honest psychology content, you know what to do. See you in the next one.